It's your boy Mike Wonder.
And it's your boo Heather Girl.
And Meco, Nicole.
And this is the For Real podcast. Hello world, we are back and everybody, the booty is in the building. Welcome back, Meco.
Lord,
welcome back.
Crazy,
welcome back. You were
so glad you're back.
Oh, y'all
we miss you.
Yeah, well, I miss y'all more.
I missed you. I missed your booty too, but I missed you. Just
you know what? I'm gonna start having my jacket covering all of that, all of my assets. So you want to look at it.
Let me tell you something. That is your best asset. So you might as well go
no,
ahead and let it go for sure.
No, my face is, honey. Correction.
Let them know, Meco.
I know, right? My face is, honey. Get it right.
But hey, everybody, hello world. We glad everybody's back. Today, I got something to talk about. You know what I got to talk about?
What's that?
What?
I got to talk about Iggy. Okay? I see everybody laughing, but you know she's been in the news. Everybody's controversial. They mad. They upset because she won an award over Drake and Kendrick Lamar in the American Music Awards and all of that. You know, she in the video, you know, she cracked the whip or whatever. And I guess that probably made some people a little upset and were offended. I wanted to know, what do you guys take on Iggy Azalea and her movement and what she represents right now?
Me personally, as a female artist, I like her. I like Iggy. Now, she do sound a little bit like the Brat, so it kind of makes it sound as if though Brat is actually writing all of her music. Now, however, I don't like her face because she have this Meco mode on her face, up under her eye, and
Meco mode.
Yeah, that's a Meco mode.
Meco
but no,
mode.
overall, I'm not no hater by far. So I mean, I definitely like her, but I mean, Caucasians are really taking over the rap game. I mean, even if like you look at commercials. They are now starting to rap on commercials with Caucasians.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just think
I ain't feeling it.
Now, the whip thing, maybe she was trying to be extra freaky with the whip thing.
Know.
I don't know. Maybe
so you're not feeling it?
I wasn't into her when she came out. I wasn't into her when I seen all the little kids singing Fancy. I ain't feeling her. And it's not because I don't feel like she's a good lyricist. I just don't really believe what she's saying. I mean, nothing she says is really, I can't tune into nothing she's talking about. I'm just not feeling her.
But what's the reason? Do you feel like maybe she's not authentic enough? Do you feel like it's an act, or what is it?
She's not real hip hop. Like when I think about hip hop, I don't think about Iggy Azalea. She's kind of like a pop act that's marketed as hip hop. Now, some people may have thought of her as hip hop right away, but when I saw her, I already knew. You know, I was like, she's a pop act that's being marketed as hip hop. She's not really something that. I mean, she's a white girl rapping.
Well, I mean, she was on Def Jam. You know, she's with T.I. as far as management and all of that. So, I mean, she jumped out the gate automatically in the hip hop realm. She really just basically recently here moved over more on the pop lane, and she dancing back and forth. Me, myself, personally, I know a lot of people have a problem, I guess especially in hip-hop right now, because unfortunately they feel as if the white artists are taking over in a realm in which they should not. I know the big thing, you know, when Macklemore got Album of the Year over Kendrick. Now, let's be clear, Kendrick's album was killing it.
Amazing.
I mean, he's an incredible artist, I think, you know, with the different crazy voices he go back and forth with himself. So, I mean, I think he's amazing.
I didn't listen to Macklemore, so I don't know. I wasn't.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't really listen to it either.
I mean, I listened to
other than what was on the radio.
That's how it is with Iggy. Like, I mean, I like her for the couple of things that she has put out, but I'm not really an Iggy fan, so no, I don't really hear her. I hear features that she do.
Well, let me ask y'all this: how do you all feel about the, I guess, resurgence? So I don't want to say resurgence, but as of late, how, you know, the white artists in hip-hop, how do you all feel about that? Do you feel like that they shouldn't be there? Do you have a problem with them?
At all because I was an Eminem fan. I still am.
I love Eminem,
I bought his album as soon as it came out. I love Eminem, so I've never really had a problem with it being like a black and white thing. It's just that I think with Iggy Azalea, first of all, there's no white female rappers. Let's get that out there, you know. And for her to just jump in the game and everybody's like, oh, she's the best out here. I mean, she's really not. I think that
the best. Wait, hold up.
A lot of people have been saying like she's like the best out here. We all know she's not.
I mean, like, you know what? Hands down, female wise, I just think Nicki has it.
Oh man,
Nicki
I was
has
saying,
it.
I mean,
I know
I'm not gonna lie to you. Nicki would eat her alive.
You know,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now, Lil Kim is definitely that deal too, but Nicki took it.
Lil Kim can't mess with Nicki Minaj.
No, I don't think so either.
I love Lil Kim, but
I mean, it's more so
she ran her time. You know,
she did.
Well, our producer Sam, he had, me and Sam had talked about this earlier. And, his whole stance on the matter was because she's from Australia, she doesn't rap about Australian things. She's kind of just jumped into a black market and she's rapping about black things that she may really not know anything about.
Yeah.
With the black accent.
With the black accent.
No, she got a black accent, though.
Eminem
I'm going to make you beg for it.
Talked about white people issues.
That's true.
He did. He did.
That's true.
He ain't never talked about no hood, nothing, and he sounds like a white boy doing it.
Yeah.
He's into his culture. That's all I'm asking.
But he was amazing.
And his bars.
Well, and here's my argument. Iggy came over here when she was 16. So from 16 to wherever she is now, she's been immersed in hip-hop culture. And so instead of talking about the things pre-hip-hop culture, she's rapping about the things once she's become immersed in it. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, now I have a question, though.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. They marketed her the way that they marketed her. Don't you think that she has to almost rap about or be the way that they have her to be? She have to be the type of artist that they want. Otherwise, she wouldn't even exist like that.
I kind of agree to that, too. I agree that,
Yeah.
we know what the labels you have to do what the label wants you to do. I mean, we look at it like this. You look at Pink. Pink started out singing R&B.
She did.
Yeah.
All R&B.
And it was all wrong for her. Like, she was cool at first with her R&B, but once she
didn't
really
blow up.
became like that punk rocker,
Exactly.
it was a lot better look for her.
Right.
Yeah.
But my thing is, why be mad? Like, to me, it really makes a lot of people sound like a bunch of haters when they want to hate on what she's doing. But we don't know one way or the other what the label
you think
wants
she should
her to
have
do.
won over Drake and Kendrick Lamar?
Absolutely not.
Hell,
Absolutely
and
not.
No.
I
I'm
mean,
not saying that at all. Let's be clear. I'm not saying. First of all, she's not better than Nicki. She's not in the top 10. She's not even in the top 20 of female MCs.
No,
maybe
they
that's me
put her
hating right there.
They put her there, though.
But
But
I'm just
clearly
saying.
she is. If she's won an award over Drake and Kendrick Lamar,
I think
Drake,
there's a lot of politics.
Culture,
Yes.
their market,
There's a lot of
Come on now.
politics.
doing their music.
It's a lot of politics. I mean, that's how I feel about it. I feel like it's just a whole lot of politics involved. And I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you got to look at who she co-signed by.
I was
Yeah.
just about
T.I.
to say that.
co-signed it.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
I mean, it's just like,
She is like the
basically,
first
she got a
lady
hood
of,
pass.
Grand Hustle.
Exactly. She got a pass. She got a hood pass just because of T.I. And then I forgot what's the other girl who called, oh my gosh, she called T.I. Azalea Banks, boy.
Yeah. Now, she's had a lot to say on the topic of Iggy Azalea. However, I must say, I have no idea what she sings or what she talks about. I don't know who Azalea
I mean, to
Banks
me,
is.
she just
I have no
she
idea.
just sounds
Maybe
like
I need to
she
get
sounds
myself
like
educated.
a bitter chick that's trying to make a name for herself by going at Iggy and T.I. like that so that people will know who she is. I don't care how good of a point that she made.
I was just going to say, she has some valid points, though.
She did have some valid
points. For me to know
points.
about this, that little beef, that Twitter beef, it really says something, because I have no idea who, Azalea Banks is.
The interesting thing is she's just the opposite of Iggy because she was put on from Diplo. White producer Diplo,
Yeah.
who do them commercials.
Oh,
all
yeah.
that technical
Really?
stuff. So she's co-signed by him just like Iggy's co-signed by T.I., but she's able to stay true to her culture.
I mean, does it really? But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I feel like she saw a hustle. She jumped in on it, and she's making the best out of that hustle. I don't necessarily
you can't knock
agree
the
with
hustle
it,
at all.
but I can't knock the hustle because look
Not
at
at
how
all.
she getting paid. And I mean that's just how I feel. I mean, everybody who want to be mad and all this mess, y'all need to let that go.
I know,
Because
but
apparently she's here for a while.
Yeah, but see, like, you have real people, right? That's like from New York, where it originated from. Like, they don't accept white artists, period, that's trying to rap, male or female. They look down on them. You know what I'm saying? Even with Eminem, I heard New Yorkers talking bad about M. And so, it's like they just don't.
This is the thing about M. M is a totally different breed. Okay? I mean, like, white rappers don't come off like M. M studied the culture, but what he was able to do, what makes Eminem special, was why Eminem is in everybody's top 4, top 3 in a lot of cases, was because he studied the craft, but was able to implement, like Sam, he said earlier, his own swag, his own type of dealing with trailer parks and stuff like that, and made it cool. Because this thing, when have you ever heard anybody rap about a trailer park?
I'm waiting on the next Japanese artist. How about that?
Nah, see,
Japanese rap.
Jen done messed it up for all ages.
I mean, yeah. What happened to what happened to the guy? That's the guy that was signed to Rockefeller or something.
No, he was signed to Rough Riders.
She's a Chinese artist, and she's popping out of LA right now.
I'm waiting on
She's
it.
like 19. She's Chinese.
I'm waiting on
She's
it.
kind of hot. She's kind of cool, but
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Iggy Azalea or whatever. What's her name? Iggy something. Whatever.
Hey, well, you know what? To each his own. Everybody got their own opinion, but I just think everybody just needs to stop hating on her.
Yeah.
That's that. It's your boy Mike Wonder,
And it's Shabu, Heather Girl.
And Meco, Nicole.
and this is the For Real podcast. We about to jump right back in. Hey, ladies, I got a question for y'all. All right, mothers, parents, whatever. When is the appropriate age to have the talk with your child? I got a partner of mine. He got a girl. She's like 13 years old. The little boy, he caught a little boy at the house. And he ain't never, he's a single dad, but he ain't never really had that particular, the real deal talk. You know, he always, don't let the boy, you know, all of that. So I wanted to know, what was you all's opinion on when is a good time to have the talk with your kids?
I just think that, you know, it all depends on male or female. If you have a daughter, you should definitely have the talk with her at least about 12.
We're gonna have that talk at 10.
Yeah,
10?
exactly.
Yeah.
The
We're
moment
gonna talk
that
about it at 10.
you know, yeah. Now with the boy, it's like you can't really put an age limit on that because boys they're starting really early.
Well, it's not even just boys. I mean, it's just kids in general. They're starting way, way earlier. And I'm just like, first of all, I'm glad I ain't got no daughter. I mean, because I'd end up having to kill some little boy. I know I would.
Yeah.
You know.
But you know what? Little girls are mannish too, and they do things to little boys. So I think it kind of goes both ways at this point. You need to have that talk with the boy and a girl.
Yeah, but it's just...
I have a talk almost every day. I ask my baby, anybody touch your cookie box?
Your cookie box.
That's right, 'cause I need to know.
Exactly.
I've
But
been
no,
asking
that's
her that
definitely...
since she was 1.
What? Since what?
Yes.
She didn't even know what a
absolutely.
cookie box is.
No, but
That's how you
that's
teach
the
them.
appropriate
Your
age
cookie
because
box.
people will start touching on your kids
That's true.
at a very early age.
They need to
you
know.
Yeah.
You know, they need to know their parts, and they need to know people should not be touching them in certain areas.
Well, see, and this is how do you even have the talk? Because let me tell you something. Me and my dad, it was the weirdest talk ever. Let me tell you something. It was so awkward. I might have been. And if everybody knew my dad, man, I'm telling you, he was a wild dude. Dad just came up to me. Hey, you have sex? You got condoms? Look, don't bring the baby home. And that was the extent of the talk. Don't bring no babies home.
See, my experience was a lot different from that because I have boys. You know, it's like, okay, you got to look, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You have to, be real with them. You can't sugarcoat it or anything like that because otherwise you'll be just like me, washing clothes and then finding rubbers in the dryer.
Lord Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, now I asked you this before. So now all you have to do is just wrap it up because, look, I can't have no grandbabies. And I don't do grandbabies.
No grandbaby. Because let me tell you something.
I don't do grandbabies.
First of all, you too young, number one.
Of course I'm too young.
Oh, my goodness.
Way too
You know?
young.
But let me tell you something. If you would have came to me like that, I would have hollered.
Yeah,
I
that's
would've
what they do.
laughed
They laugh.
so
They'd be
hard.
like, this lady is insane.
I mean,
It's crazy.
You gotta, my thing is this, it's worse things out there than a baby. I think if my son brought a baby home, that's not what I'm worried about. We'll take care of the baby. That ain't nothing. But it's diseases out there. You don't want to get nothing that you can't get rid of.
Exactly.
So I guess and when you think about it, do you feel like is it the school's responsibility? You know how they have the sex ed classes and then health classes.
No, it's your responsibility because those are your kids.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing. paint this picture really quickly. You constantly asking your son, okay, are you having sex? And he's constantly like, no, 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 no. But then you take him to the doctor. And then the doctor asks him, are you sexually active? And he be, yeah. And it's like, so you set up a lie.
Boys lie.
Yeah.
We lie.
But you'll come to me when your little dingling is burning. You know what I'm saying?
Little bumps on there.
Yeah. Come on. You have to keep things real with your kids.
You got to.
Yeah.
You definitely have to do that.
My thing is, I would like to make sure my daughter understands the whole sexual process and activity, only because I don't want her on birth control. Like, I don't want my daughter to be overly developed at 12 because I put her on birth control when she was 10 or, like, whatever.
Yeah.
I really, really, really don't want her on birth control because
I feel like how do you go about, and
I'm
not trying to be funny, but how do you go about explaining to her the ins and outs? Do you give her visuals?
You give them visuals. I think if you give them visuals, wait a minute,
so
visuals of sex?
Yeah.
No, hell no, she's not gonna get visuals of sex.
What you just said?
I was thinking you were talking. In my mind, I was thinking about like diseases. Like I'll show her ass the picture of herpes.
Right.
Yeah, but I will do. I'll be like, look, if you get out here and get to popping, you see this picture, you gonna get this. Like,
Yeah.
I'll do that. But as far as like how intercourse flows, I would gently say to her, you see, you have this type of sexual piece. Well, this guy over here has this sexual piece, and they insert it, and they implant a baby in you.
She said
insert. That's what they say. They insert in their penis in your vagina. I don't want to have this conversation to my daughter's 10 or 11. But she does know that there's a difference as far as your sexual organs. She knows she has a little cookie box, and a boy has a little pole. There's a difference.
A soul pole.
Yeah, a spoon.
Yeah.
That's so...
Overall.
No, she won't get any pictures or visuals of actual intercourse. No.
I mean, because honestly, I'll put it out there. That is actually, I learned from a porno. I'm telling you, I saw a picture of something.
I bet it was in the porn.
It was
that's why you be getting the girls. They love,
I do what I do now. Hold on now. I was a fast learner. I say that. But no, and I don't want, I have to have that talk with my son because I don't want him to find out that way. I don't think that was the most appropriate of ways for me to find out.
No, because then, too,
exactly
you
what
find out kind of late watching porn, I think. As opposed to your parents coming to you, talking to you, keeping it real with you, and then when you find out late, you tend to, kind of put the vajayjay first before you put anything. Like, it kind of consumes you.
Yes,
it's too good, and it's late. Now, girl has screwed you over because you in love over a couple of punks.
It's gonna happen.
Or a couple of...
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But tell me this: how was if you can remember, how was that conversation with your folks about it? Because for me, it was just so awkward.
Well, see, I ended up pregnant, so that was the way. My mother, she always thought that I was her little angel, so she put me up here on a pedestal somewhere where she shouldn't have been. If you have a boyfriend, I had a boyfriend. So my thing is, she should have been talking to me then, like, look, I know what y'all doing, I know what you possibly could be doing, but she didn't do that. She kind of just overlooked
she thought she was her angel.
Yeah, she overlooked it until I was 4 months pregnant.
Fast tail hot girl.
No, I wasn't fast. I wasn't hot. I had one boyfriend, and just one.
Curiosity.
And that was my first.
I got a friend of mine. She told me that her grandmother's who raised her. And so she got caught with a boy in the house, so grandma flipped out. And so look, grandma came up to her and she lit she had a lighter in her hand. Hit the lighter. Said, "You see that?" She said, "Yeah." "Now touch it." She said, "It's hot." She said, "That's right, that's what's wrong with you. You're hot." And I'm keeping you in this room until you cool off.
Oh, that was a good one. That was definitely a good one.
That was hilarious. So I think it's, I think we all come to a consensus that, of course, the responsibility falls upon the parents to have that talk. There's no real good age, I would say.
And I think it's the way you say it to your
I think
child.
so, too.
Yeah,
I think so, too.
I told my child, I was like, you want to be... reason why I ask you about your cookie box is because babies come out of there. And if you want to have a healthy baby and have a healthy family, you got to make sure your cookie box is okay. You know?
Clean.
And clean. And you
And
can't be letting
clean.
nobody touch
Very
it.
Definitely.
You don't just let
clean.
people touch it.
Because let me tell you something. Ain't
People's hands
nobody
can
trying to
contaminate.
deal. Ain't nobody
You know?
trying to deal with a dirty cookie box. I'm just saying.
Oh, man, and I'm telling you, I have ran across some nasty cookie boxes. Not that
Not no cookie
I'm
box. Trash.
a bisexual or nothing like that. I mean, like, I have been
Smell
sitting
it.
next to women.
I mean, if you
With
was, I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
if that's a problem these days. I mean, everybody, you know, never mind. I'm just don't stop.
Everybody, what? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm sorry. What were you saying about the cookie box now? The dirty ones?
Yeah, you can smell it. You can smell it through you can smell it through the jeans, you know?
none of you
And then a
smell
lot
the
of these girls have the audacity to wear dresses and no drawers, and they don't have nothing catching that nasty juice.
So here it is, right here, right now. Tell your kids to keep the cookie box clean.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to smell.
And ladies, stop douching, okay?
Stop
Coming
pushing.
from Nicole. Stop all that stop all that douching, because that's what's messing your cookie box up.
Turn it
You
into a trash
cannot
can.
douche and say, okay, the cookie is clean. That is making it very nasty.
Then you're
That's,
going to have cookies and sour milk.
bacteria and sour
Lord.
milk coming up out
And
of there.
this has been a
Lord,
public
you
service
know?
announcement.
Exactly.
From Meco Nicole.
PSA, baby. PSA.
It's your boy, Mike Wonder.
And it's Shabu, Heather Girl.
And Meco Nicole.
And this is the For Real podcast. You know what? We got cookie boxes, love boxes. But speaking of love boxes, it's interesting the great lengths that people will go through to get the love box. You know, you got people who will sit up in a club and kind of scout and try to swoop down. You even got some bums that'll sit up at a Walmart and just sit up there and wait to try to find somebody to get on.
Yeah.
I know. Trust me, I got a partner of mine.
At Walmart?
If you hear this, I don't even care. He just heard it. He found his wife at a Walmart.
Oh,
she
Lord.
was short and she needed help, you know, putting some on, getting some off the top shelf.
Yeah.
And he got it for her. They ended up talking, exchanged numbers, and married, kids, happily married. I'm like,
At the
Yeah, you can
Walmart.
find love in interesting places, I
Yeah, you
think.
can.
you can't, and that's
know.
the cool thing. Lately, the craze that is sweeping the nation is this internet dating.
Yeah.
You got eHarmony, Black People Meet, FarmersOnly.com, Tinder.
Don't forget Christian.
Don't forget
Mingle.
Christian.
They
Mingle.
even got the people in the church horn. I mean,
Hey.
you know what I'm saying?
People
so it's
in
like,
the
come on.
church.
Yeah, people in the church. I mean, come on. Now.
Hey, look,
say
it's all right. It's
sometimes
okay if they
you
have some
waiting on God to
sanctified
make a
sex.
move, and
I'm just
God's
saying.
waiting
I
you to make
know,
a
but it's
move.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look, so I guess my question to you all: has any of you all tried internet dating? If you haven't, would you try it?
Absolutely not,
Why not?
because you have all type of crazed individuals out here.
Okay.
Once they see me, they gonna be like, I know that's somebody I can
Pause.
stalk. That's somebody I'm gonna be obsessed with. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
Pause what?
Because you can get crazy people anywhere. Let me tell you
But
something.
at
I
least-
done been in the club and I done got one of the craziest females I have ever met
We're in the club.
was in the club.
Yeah, that's just like internet dating, though. I mean, you can't find a wife in the club. She out there popping.
I mean, I'm just saying.
shaking and trying to get to know. different
So
men.
you're saying, so what you're saying is you can't find nobody in the club and you can't find nobody online. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm just saying, like, I'm a single woman. Would I find a man in the club? Absolutely not. Would I go for internet dating? No, I will not. I don't knock nobody that does
You're
it.
so
a lot of
close-minded.
no, I'm very open-minded. My thing, you must have been internet dating.
I mean, I have. Trust me, I got some
Internet
stories
dating.
for you.
He
I've
had
done
there.
it
He
before.
about to
haven't
chop
done
me
it.
up over here.
I haven't done it.
I think it would be fun just to
It seems
converse
like it would be
over
a
the
fun
internet,
time.
but I don't want to even give people that
But I
type
ain't
of.
trying to find nobody that want to stab me to death. You know?
Yeah,
They-
exactly.
they- they-
Okay, okay.
About that one
They
girl,
do
she
you
met the
meet
guy
them,
on.
and
She
it
met the
was
guy
crazy.
online. Oh, we meet at the mall. They met at the mall, and then his car was behind the mall. She get in the car. He didn't
That was dumb
choke
on her
her
part.
up, and
That was dumb
all of that.
on
You
her
know.
part. Now, let's be clear.
Oh, I know.
Let
you
me tell you
crazy.
something.
You one of them crazy.
It is all kind of crazies in internet dating.
Yeah.
I've done it before. I can't say personally
Are you internet?
that
I
I'm
would
a
have took all
fan
his
of
little
it
money if I was dating him online.
because, well, for me personally, I like things to happen from a more organic type of way.
Right.
When you dating somebody or you find somebody online, you know, especially these dating sites, the pressure is already there to start a relationship. So it's kind of like you get these crazy women on there and they be like, okay, you called me twice. You must be interested. When are we going out? When are you going to fall in love with me? When are you going to propose? When are you going to do this? When are you going to... Whoa. Back it up. I'll tell you this. Short story.
He said propose.
This chick, and this was probably one of the craziest of the craziest, and I really did try to give her a chance. I promise I did. This is when I got kicked out of Applebee's.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. I met this chick online or whatever. We talked on the phone, and she seemed normal. But there were certain things that I just totally missed. It just totally flew over my head.
Closed-minded.
I just totally missed it. I ain't closed mind. I got your closed mind.
I'm sure.
But I went out of town for a weekend, and I was doing a show. I went to Memphis and did a show in Memphis. And so on my way back, I called her when I left, but I didn't call her again until I got back because, doing shows, ripping and running, all of that, man, you just don't got time for it. My focus was on the show. And so when I get back to St. Louis, I call, and she is straight like, I don't understand you. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't understand me? You've been gone. And I called, and you didn't call me back. And I didn't know. Did I do something? I'm like, no. I went out of town to do a show. I was doing business. But, I mean, you still like me, right? I'm like, calm down. You cool. And I'm
Cool,
a jerk.
Baby.
I am a jerk.
You are a
Totally.
And you know
dickhead.
that. And you know how I am.
Can I say that?
So you can
say it
that.
again. You're a dickhead.
Okay,
continue.
I can be that.
I'm just saying.
So I was trying to be nice and be cool and still give her a chance, but I was just like, I don't know how I like this. I think she's a little woo-hoo.
Right.
So I told her, okay, listen, I had another show. I was going out to Baja Rock Club, which is, I forgot what it's called now. But I told her to meet me up there or whatever. So she comes to the show, but she hid. Like she was ducked off in a corner for at least an hour. I'm sitting up there setting up and doing all sorts of stuff, right? And so finally, she decides to just pop up, hey! I'm like, what's up? How long you been? Oh, I've been here for a minute. Oh, that's cool. Why you didn't say that? Oh, I was just watching and seeing. I was like, well, what was you watching? Well, who was that chick right there that you was talking to?
Whoa.
Who was that chick right there that you was talking
Straight
to?
crazy.
Who was that chick right there? Now, the ignorant person in me, it started to bubble up, but I'm like, everybody keeps saying I need to calm down, be nicer, give people a chance. First of all, I hate explaining myself. I don't feel like I should ever have to explain myself for anything that I do. I'm a grown man. I do whatever I want to do. You don't like it, kick rocks. But in this particular case, I decided to go ahead and say, okay, listen, that girl right there, that's her boyfriend there. The two Asian people right there, you see how that works? They're two Asians. I mean, I'm just saying, it is what it is. There you go. You
He's throwing up Illuminati signs, y'all.
And then I'm like, you see them two right there? Well, they're kissing right now. So, what is your problem? Oh, okay. So we had the show. We done with the show. Whatever. I'm kind of pissed about that, but I'm just trying to let it go. So we get to going and we get to the Applebee's, and here it is, y'all. This is when it goes off the rails. We in Applebee's, and she's having the story. I guess apparently her baby daddy did something to piss her off, and I just agreed with the baby. I'm telling you, this is just something that you ain't got no reason being mad at. And this is when her crazy switch just flipped. She was like, who do you think you're talking to? I'm like, what do you mean? Who do I think I'm talking to you? Duh. I don't see any other you sitting around here. Well, why is it that you can't just do whatever it is I tell you to do when I want you to do it?
Oh,
I
wow.
said, well, first of all, you're not cute enough for me to do what you want me to do when you want me to do it.
Her she was not cute enough.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you what that is. She done went in the bathroom and snorted a line or two.
I don't know
Real
what-
quick,
I don't know what she did.
she flipped it out on him.
Candy.
So
Yeah, little nose candy.
she's getting angry. Her voice is, she escalated her tone. And then I escalated my tone. And then here comes the manager.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm just like, hey, I'm a lead. But I mean, it was crazy. I paid my bill. I didn't pay for her
Did
food.
you pay for her food?
I paid for her food.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
this is the thing. Listen, I might be ignorant, but I try to do things the right way some of the time. But then she dropping me off at the crib, and then all of a sudden, she just boo-hoo cries. Just, I don't understand.
She needed to snort another line.
All I'm trying to do is love you. I said, I don't even know if I like you.
Wow.
Let alone, I said, you don't even, but this is the thing I told her, you don't even know if you know me enough to say that.
And this was all internet dating.
All this, man, let me tell you something. Once I got out the car, this is the first time I ever had to block a person. I blocked her from my phone. I blocked her from Facebook. I blocked her from everything. So, I guess my point is, look, internet dating, you just got to be careful.
I don't think that there's so much of a bad thing. Well, I do think it's something wrong with it. That'll be contradicting myself. But I do have two situations that I know about, and I'm going to make it really quickly. I have two people that I know. They both met guys on the internet. One lady, 70 years old. The other girl, she's around 30.
Did you
Girl,
say
whoa.
70, yeah.
Can she even use the computer?
Yes, she can. She's 70 years
She's
old.
70?
70.
Hey,
she
hey,
tells
hey,
me,
hey,
she tells
70
me
year olds
off
using
the
the
rip.
computer now.
All I'm just
Right.
saying is, if
She's
you're
70,
70
but
years old,
Calm
it's time to
down.
let
Some
it
of them
go.
got
But you know,
Twitter, some,
yeah,
70
70 is the new 30.
Either
70
way.
is the new 30.
Hey,
But
listen, let me
out
tell you
these
something right
streets,
now.
don't get it
Let me
twisted.
tell you something.
70
If
is
she's
doing
70
it.
years old, and this is no disrespect, but she probably got dust popping out of the cookie
well,
box.
see, listen, this is
Don't
what
know
she
what.
tells me, though.
It's
This
a
is what she
love box
tells
for an
me.
adult woman. A love box.
When she met the guy off the
Ooh.
internet, though, this is what she told me. True story. She just told me this last week. Well, I told him off the rip. You know, well,
she
rip
said-
is my word, but she's like, I told him off the,
finna
you
say,
know, off
if
the
she
gate,
said
you know,
off the rip.
we can be cool, we can be fuck, but I mean, we can do all of that. You know what I'm saying? What you want to do? And they decided to make a relationship out of it, but just so happily he had another girlfriend.
Of
now,
course.
the 30-year-old girl that met her guy off the internet, well, they're living happily ever after. He's taking care of her 4 kids, you know, and he's a true man to her. So
Hold on.
So the guy, he's like 65. I mean, don't tell me Viagra don't work. With
Wait,
you.
he's
that's
65
not-
with the 30
Hold
year old?
on.
No, he's 65 with the
Oh, he's
70-year-old.
70-year-old.
Hold
Yeah.
on. My issue.
I'm going to try it.
She said
That's
we
what I'm
can
gonna
do
do. I'ma try
whatever.
this internet dating and
We
see
can
what
be
happens.
bump buddies
Somebody be mad at me, honey. Yeah, she literally
at
said.
70.
Yeah, that's what she said.
They still getting it
She
in.
said,
Do they?
Yeah, we
Still
can be
work.
bumping buddies.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, I know my love box will be working when I'm 70. So.
Girl, let me tell you something. When you
I'm
70,
just
let me
saying.
tell you something.
I'm
We
a-
can
I don't know, I'm
be working
still
that
a
little
virgin.
box out. I'm telling you.
I'm a virgin with
I'm just
everything, honey.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Twerking, so.
She said working and twerking.
Look at you.
And she's working.
There she go. There she go.
She
Well,
grabbing up boxes and stuff. You see that?
Did she grab the box?
She
I
just
missed
grabbed
I
it.
love
Yeah,
boxes.
she just
Oh,
grabbed it.
hey, keep it clean.
Can-
She said
let
they
me
make-
tell you,
she said
just
she-
keep it clean.
Keep it
Once
clean.
again, keep the love box, cookie
Clean.
boxes clean.
Yeah,
all right?
that's
what
right.
we at. Check us out, guys. We got to get out of here. Thank everybody for listening. Meco, where can they find you at?
Find me at Meco Nicole 1 on Instagram, Meco Nicole, Facebook, Meco Nicole Music, Twitter.
All of that.
Yeah, all of that
Got
good stuff. And I mean, I'll be out pretty soon with some new stuff. for
Uh-oh,
them to
she got
listen
new
to.
stuff coming. New music.
Yeah,
she
new
gonna be
music. It's
showing
been a long
off
time
that
coming, but
new
it's
booty.
coming
For
soon.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in movies.
Uh-oh,
Y'all gonna catch me in movies somewhere.
What type of movie?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Not your type of movie. Not your type of movies, Mike Wonder. A porn star.
Sex ed movies.
You know,
Right.
it's them sex education movies.
Yeah, not your
Heather
type.
Girl, I know we got a lot coming
I
soon.
got a
know
lot
your,
coming soon,
your
but you can
blog is
find me
coming.
right now at HeatherGirl10 on Twitter, everybody. Thank you.
Heather Girl, and once again, Mike Wonder, I'm all over the place. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you name it. 2015, we get in between, and we out of here.
Glide me, y'all. Glide.